Welcome to the Phair State of Mind, where I link up with local entrepreneurs, creatives, and small business owners. I have a wonderful special guest here today. I'm going to allow him to introduce himself, but he honestly inspired me and helped me launch Fairitage. He's an amazing talent. He has a wonderful testimony. We're going to get into it. Welcome to the Phair State of Mind. See, anything happens on the Phair State of Mind.
No doubt. Okay, so
Hello, sir.
how you doing?
David Carmichael, everyone.
It's been a long time. I haven't seen you in a minute.
I know it's been a minute at Capture the World Apparel.
How you been doing?
I've been doing well. I'm so excited to have you in the building. You really, honestly capture the world. You captivate from young minds to adults. I know him personally from your father's background to the balance that you create in your personal and business aspect. I feel like you really deserve your flowers. You are, to me, really living legacy. And I just wanted people to get more into your events and more into who you are. So thank you for being a part of the Phair State of Mind podcast.
Thank you for inviting me.
What gave you that initial start to expand your gift regarding your brand?
Yeah, so the whole background of Capture the World, I was obviously, and you already know the story, but my father originally started it, and
Right.
my dad was incarcerated when I was a kid, from about like 2 years old till he came home when I was like 13. So like he came up with the idea of Capture the World when he was incarcerated. And the story he always tells me is, he said God gave him 7 ideas for, I guess, the name of, he was like, when I get home, I want to create like a company or whatever. So he said God gave him 7 ideas, and Capture the World was one of the things that came to his head.
Right.
And he went with that name. And then he always tell me too, he always told me,
Yes.
he said, when you always envision you taking over the brand, I've always wanted to pass this down to you because, I'm his only child, only son, so he always envisioned me taking over the brand and carry on the legacy. And, as I got older, like, my dad would make me like homemade, like birthday cards, Christmas cards.
Yes.
And he had it to where he was able to like make T-shirts and stuff while he was locked up, and he would like hand paint them.
Yes.
I wish I can show you, but
no, I understand.
Like I used to like the Rugrats and Power Rangers and stuff like that. So like he'll make like shirts like around like my favorite cartoon characters, and like he would send it to me, through the mail, and I think that's what started me like really wanting to like learn how to draw. Like I used to love like to draw. And I had like a big sketchbook when I was like 7, 8 years old, and I still got it to this day.
Draw.
So like I would like to draw and do stuff like that. So I kind of knew already like I wanted to do something with that.
Correct.
And long story short,
that's okay.
When my he got home and he started doing the brand, it was more like it was a brand, but more of a screen printing. He would screen print T-shirts for other companies and different people. And he used to work for a screen printing shop.
Oh, that
and
is awesome.
So I was able to like see him do that in person. And then after a while, like I got more interested and wanted to be a business owner. And it was some circumstances that led my dad having to pass the brand down to me. It was a lot of things that he wasn't able to do. But he wasn't able to do a lot of things on his own, and then it was better for me to just take it over and then kind of carry on the legacy.
Y'all created that bond, and thank God, creativity was able to come out of what might seem a negative situation for y'all.
Fair.
What's your favorite color?
Blue.
Why blue?
It's my dad's favorite color.
Y'all have a wonderful relationship. It's just destined. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For Capture the World.
But I say blue because he made me. Well, I won't say because of him.
Okay.
But it was kind of because of him. But he made like when I said the Power Rangers, he made like this big old card with the blue Power Ranger. Because I used to like the white Power Ranger. Power Ranger was my favorite Power Ranger.
Wow.
But once he made that big old blue that big old poster with the
More
blue.
white.
I was like, yeah, I like the blue Power
Blue.
Ranger. So I like blue.
Okay,
Even though I don't wear a lot of blue though, but
see,
yeah,
it's something that you hold to your heart. You know what I'm saying? That represents your dad, represents you.
Right.
It can't be changed, and I see that honestly in your clothing. So
yeah.
Would you say that the clothing brand is more so bigger than you? Meaning in a sense like I see that you had passion like with it, how you start off from Lord, your father's background. For you, honestly, him passing the torch and you just taking your own spin and creativity to expand it, but still keep his foundation. I love that. That's that's the root.
Fact.
That's your beginning. So now that you're in a different, we're going to say maybe clothing era, do you think that Capture the World is so much bigger than you now? With your ideas, with your visions, and still some of your similar passions with your father, how do now this Capture the World really, I don't want to say become more captivating, but how do you keep engaging your target audience, if that makes sense?
Facts. No, it makes sense. I try to make it, like I said, I always tell people, I mean, a lot of people that got brands do say, it's more than the brand, it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
Which, some people might not like when people say that all the time because it's kind of becoming more cliche. But for my brand, it is a lifestyle. It is. It's the way of life. Like, it's the way you live your life. It's like,
Amen.
And I wouldn't even say it's a clothing brand anymore. It's just a brand overall. Because like I said before the pod, we was talking about, like I got a podcast of my own, and I have a festival too. So it's other things.
Can you have your podcast name right now?
Yeah, it's called the Capturing the World podcast. Capturing the World. You can find it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and YouTube. Feel free to check me out, man. It's kind of the same concept. We interview different entrepreneurs and stuff too, all over the world. So check me out. Yes.
Super back to what you were saying.
So it's just, I think, the brand, we have like different avenues where you can tap into. Even if you didn't buy a hoodie from me, you can still go to the festival, or you can still tap into the podcast. It's a brand. It ain't just I ain't just saying like buy this hoodie that says Capture the World on it. And I feel like even if you ask me, why should I buy from your brand? I can explain that, like, yeah, bro, I'm not just selling clothes. Like, I have other things you can tap into. It's like, I'm showing you that we're capturing the world. Like, this is why you should buy it. Like,
correct.
When you were the brand, you're not representing me like how you might wear. And no shade to like the high end designers, but like when you wearing like Christian Dior or Versace, like these are people's names.
Correct.
And it's like you're still kind of representing them because it's the name attached to it.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? But like when you wear our brand, it's more like you're representing yourself. You see what I'm saying? You're not representing me, David. Right. I mean, I might have made it, but it's like you're representing yourself. Like how you live your life is how you capture in the world. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that's why you should buy the brand. Like it's the message itself is bigger than just the hoodie you're wearing.
Correct.
You see what I'm saying? So when you look at it that way, and people will walk up to me and say, man, the name itself, it inspires me to keep going and whatever they want to do. That's the whole goal. That's the whole point of what I'm trying to do anyway.
Correct.
So when you tell me that, it's like, yeah, what I'm doing is working. You know what I'm saying? So we trying to like inspire others to continue their passion. So I hope that answered the question.
No, you did. Awesome. Do you like traveling?
I love traveling. I was telling you, I told everybody, I was just in Miami last week for the Art Basel. Or Basel, however you say it.
No, where is that? Well, what did you do?
So like the thing about that was, it was like it was a business pitch competition. It's a nonprofit called Black Ambition led by Phair Williams.
Oh, wow.
So obviously it's based out of Virginia, obviously, but he had an event in Miami for a business pitch competition. So like I was so I took a leap of faith and just got caught a flight down there just to see what was going on. So like I thought I was going to be able to like pitch my business, but I wasn't able to do that because they said all the slots were filled up. But I was still able like to see all the other business owners like pitch their ideas. So it was cool to just. And I'm glad it kind of worked out that way because I probably wasn't really ready to pitch, and it was a lot of things that I've seen from other people that got on stage to where I can implement that one day.
Right. You're able to
You
be
see what I'm saying?
observant, be like a part of. And
Yeah.
next time,
Right.
more prepared.
Facts. So, but the
But the
Art Basel was I didn't know that was like an event. I thought the Art Basel was like a part of Miami, like, but it was an actual event that happens every year. So like it was like so much other things going on that I'm like, wow, this is a whole like event.
Oh my God.
So yeah, you should. Like I went to an entrepreneurship event. It's like so many different events that's out there where all you gotta do is just RSVP and you can like, link up with different people.
Wow.
Like they had like a fashion, it was like the other place I went to, it was like a bar where everybody had a name tag and you just walk up to people and just talk about what you do.
I love that.
And then outside they had like a whole fashion show going on.
Were you able to really network as far as people buying your brand on the spot that day?
Not really. It was more like just business to business, not really customers.
Oh.
But it was people that
we need more events like that.
Yeah, that's people that was saying, I got connections if you want to tap into Miami, and so trying to follow up with those people. Maybe I can send some clothes. I met some photographers,
right?
So stuff like that. Like even if it wasn't like customers, I wasn't really getting a lot of customers wanting to buy, but like there's people that can help reach the
business wise.
Yeah, like I can reach more people in other areas to where I don't got to always travel to do it myself.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? So yeah.
You have a favorite animal?
I would say I remember saying a cheetah was my favorite. I don't know. I can't even tell you why.
You can't even tell me why, but you just love the cheetah.
I just remember when I was a kid liking cheetahs. Wow. I don't know.
A spiritual thing, maybe.
Oh no, I really don't remember, man. Like, but I remember, like, I think I have a drawing when I was in school. It was like, draw your favorite animal.
Yeah. Oh wow.
I remember drawing that.
You think about maybe incorporating that in the brand? The cheetah?
I don't know. It sounds like it can work out though. I can make something work with it.
Like, I guess what I'm trying to say is like, when you are creating to make your designs, what is your focal point? I know TikTok is really big. Are you on like TikTok maybe trying to get inspiration? Or are you speaking with maybe your family members to create these honestly eye-catching, eye-grabbing designs?
Right.
What is your like concept? How do you brainstorm?
Yeah, I don't know. It can be anything. Like for example, like when I made this hoodie, I know you saw the movie Wayne's World. Remember the movie?
Yes,
yeah.
Yes.
So that's where I got this from. It's kind of like I kind of did a spin off the actual Wayne's World logo and just put Capture the World. You see what I'm saying? But sometimes it can be like different things I might see, or I might see something on TV, on TikTok, social media, or something I can be like, I can flip that. Or it can be something like original where it's like, it would be dope if I did this and put that on the t-shirt. It can be a multitude of different things. Yeah, sometimes people give me ideas like, hey bro, you should do this. People tell me that all the time.
I'm about to say, do you go, you just go with it?
I'd be like, yeah, bro, I'll think about it. I'll see what I can do. Sometimes I don't.
Right.
And sometimes I'd be like, hey, it's a good idea.
Right.
But, people be like, yeah, I told him about that. They try to like get some credit.
That's crazy. If you had you could pick a certain power, what 3 powers would you pick?
3 powers. That's a good question, man. All right, I know one. I would like to teleport. 'Cause I like to travel. So like, if I can be in Miami after this interview, bam, I'm in Miami, or I'm in Dubai or whatever.
Bye.
Japan, right? I'll see y'all later. Save a lot of money on flight travel. So that'll be one.
Come on, saving.
Damn, I don't know. Let's see. I know the teleport is number 1 for me. Like, so I can get up and go. I can't think of nothing else right now, though.
So with that being said, like, because you are in your traveling mode, do you think you would want to do like capture the world more so like a TED Talk? Because you also do customized designs.
I do. Yeah.
I don't know if you're taking orders, so I'm not trying to put that out.
No,
but
cool.
if people have a certain vision or a certain concept, you'll take their orders. Would you like to take that for like a tour? Like teaching and helping others create their brands from scratch, because that's what you started to do. Yeah. And just kind of captivate their target audience. So they'll create their niche. Would you like to travel with something? Have you thought about that with your customized designs?
I kind of thought about that when I did that event. I was telling you about, I think last month. It's the name of their podcast is called Everybody Eats. So shout out to Everybody Eats. Oh, you can follow them on Instagram. I believe it's at good? Everybody Eats. And I think I think the thing about them is just obviously they say everybody can eat, so it's like they just want to get people involved with business as well.
Business wise, all that we all can make it, like facts, collaborate and get money together. I love that.
Facts. So when I did their event, I was like, man, I can do speaking events because I've always felt like I was a shy person and always like self-conscious of what I would say out my mouth. Like, damn, why I say that? Or should I've said this instead of saying this?
I know.
So it's like, but
I messed up twice so far doing this. I gotta keep going. The show must go on.
That's what I'm saying. The show always go on, and people want to hear what you gotta say. You be thinking that like you don't have anything of value to say to people. Yeah. And sometimes you just gotta get out of your own head and out of your shell to share what you've been through. Mm-hmm. So I feel like by doing that event, that helped me to be more encouraging to like do more events like that. And maybe do like a TED Talk type of thing. And I want to mention like Virgil Abloh, rest in peace. I would see that he would do like lives and just talk about like how to start a clothing brand. He would like give out like a lot of free game. And I was like, man, this guy was really like giving out a lot of information. Correct. And I felt like I can do something similar. Like, I have a lot of knowledge that people, see value in what I know. And I would definitely like to do something like that.
That's super dope. And just to wrap this up, no, not rushing you, but what is something that you want to say to anybody that wants to start their clothing brand from scratch? Maybe they don't have any money. Maybe they do have the money. What could you say to them? And in a way you express and you tell the people how to follow you. Right. In your own way.
Right. So like for the people that want to start a brand, people always want to say, the clothing brand market is real saturated and it's like too many brands and don't listen to them. Like if you do have a story and you can provide value through your brand, you should do it. Obviously we got to wear clothes every day, so it's like it's going to always be something that people want to buy. So I feel like you really got to work hard and really like work on like trying to provide the best quality and make sure you have a good story behind it. Because that's the reason we buy stuff anyway. We think it's because how the quality is and how it feels on our body, but a lot of stuff we buy is based on a story and what it means behind once you buy like Nike, just do it. Everybody has slogans. And you can provide like value in that type of way and have a story behind it, then it can work out. You know what I'm saying? So let's do the research and just don't stop, man. It might be days where you feel like, it's hard and what's the point of doing this? But you got one life to live, man. You don't want to live with the regret of like not doing it. I'd rather for you to see how it turns out for you to never know. So that's my little piece of advice for people that want to pursue something like that. So yeah.
Yep. Now, how can the people follow him, book him?
Yeah, for sure. So you can follow me. You can follow my personal page at the Carmichael Show _ and then Capture the World. You can follow that at Capture the World Apparel. That's the same name on Instagram and TikTok. The website is capturetheworldapparel.com. The festival, we plan on doing that next summer, and that's please come. Is at CTW Fest. We're gonna start doing like vendor slots early next year, performance slots too. So follow me on that. And that's in downtown Hampton at Mill Point Park every year. So, look out for that. And I said the podcast. Yeah, that's it, man.
Shout out to David Carmichael for being on the Phair State of Mind. Y'all be blessed. Stay safe. Take care. See you later.
Peace out.